Jeeplandish here again. Today's gonna be a little different though. Have my daughter's Jeep over here. It's a 2004 TJ. It's the X model, and what's going on is when you take a left or right hand turn, you can hear the back end binding up on it. So I'm thinking either drive shaft or the rear diff. So I'm just in the process right now of basically opening up the diff, and I wanted to film it and share what I find through this experience. I'm not big on rear diffs or front diffs, but I'm gonna do my best to troubleshoot this issue and see if I can come up with a solution and take you all along the way. So here we go. Here's that TJ. It's like I said, a 2004 model, the X model, and it's in fairly good shape. Very few mods to this Jeep. Just put the spare tire on there, a heavy duty mount for the rear tire, this rear bumper, which is made by Paramount, I believe. So far it's holding up pretty well. We just did new fenders all around because it wouldn't pass inspection. So we had to get those fenders here in Pennsylvania out past the wheel. Silly laws, but we try to abide by them. Other than that, the Jeep's pretty stock and in really good condition. One of the better 2004 TJs I've found, as far as the underneath looking pretty good without rust. So lucky find, but we are running into some issues. We changed some O2 sensors the other day. We worked on the interior, putting in new carpet the other day, and other than that, it's running fine except for this rear diff issue. So we're going to do our best here now to troubleshoot that. Underneath the rear of the Jeep, many of you are probably familiar with the TJs. It's a little different, excuse me, than the JKs, is the gas tank is here on the rear. So it makes getting up into the diff a little bit more difficult. But we're going to use some slim tools, and we're going to do our best to try to get this popped off real quick. So went ahead, popped the lower bolts, took just a flathead screwdriver, ever so gently slid it up between the seal just to pry that out a little bit and let some of this leak out. It's gonna go all over, but just do your best to get it in your catch, and yeah, we'll get this thing drained and popped off here real soon. So I got the diff popped off. I can tell you that it has enough fluid in it, but it smells burnt and it looks like mud. So I'm not sure if this is the issue yet, but this is definitely not a great sign, but promising that we may have found the issue. So I'm gonna investigate this a little bit further, get this diff cleaned up, and see what we look like with metal shavings and whatnot. Well, everybody, as suspected, we have an issue with the rear diff. And I don't know if you can see that, but all of that is completely chewed up. Completely chewed up. So pretty much I have to look at what caused this. And if you see down here, these are some of just the metal chunks that I pulled out right here. And there's plenty more inside. As you can see, that's pretty chewed up all up in there. So we have a situation, and we're going to work on finding a solution for that. Like I said, I don't do differentials. It's probably something I could figure out, but I know there's a lot of measurements and shimming and stuff involved in this, and we may need to leave that to a professional. But we're going to look for solutions, whether it's a whole new rear end, used rear end. Try to figure out what caused this. This was something that we noticed it was making a noise when she first bought it. She's only owned the Jeep about 6 months. Hard to know these things when you buy them used like this, but yeah, so what we thought was a drive shaft issue ended up being a rear diff issue. So I want to end this this movie here, this clip here, and I will make a part 2 to this when we have a solution, if we find one. So appreciate everybody watching the channel. If this was helpful, subscribe, like it, hit the notification bell, and we'll keep you updated on this 2004 Jeep TJ. Have a great day. Hello everybody, Jeeplandish back again on the 2004 TJ. Been busy today. Got to the bottom of some of the issues the kiddo was having with the TJs, so I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you what I've gotten accomplished today. So first off, I got the Jeep all raised up, took off the tires, pulled the axles on both sides, and I also went ahead and pulled the spider gears. So that's been done. Now, everything else in here looks fairly good. The ring and pinion look good. I spent probably 30 minutes digging out metal shavings from the spider gears to clean that all up. Degreased everything and got it looking a little bit better for the install of new spider gears. There's a possibility we might do the track lock clutch pads also on both sides where the axles come through. I'm not sure if the ones that are currently in there are worn out. The one side, the passenger side, did fall out when I pulled the axle, so the clips could be going bad. Everything was fairly straightforward with pulling out the spider gears. I'm sure it'll be a little bit more difficult when we go to install the new ones. I'll show you the spider gears. All right, here's what we have. Pretty bad shape. We've got everything's chewed up on these. And there was a ton of metal shavings. As you can see, there's pieces missing and very sharp. So we got that all pulled out. Clearly that needs to be fixed. But the real question is what's causing it. So, like I said, I pulled both axles. They are both straight from what I can tell. And the splines, if you can see that, don't look too terrible. There's also not a lot of play in the ring and pinion, so I'm not sure that, that's the issue. What I did find was a lot of water in the on the axles and in the axle housings. But the bearings and the sills, from what I can tell, they don't look too terrible. Cleaning this up was a nightmare, but I got some carb cleaner in there and cleaned out some of the tubes as much as I could. I'm gonna push a towel through there, a clean towel, and try to clean it up a little bit more. If you have any suggestions might be causing this, whether it's slop in the ring and pinion, which I couldn't notice, or anything else that anybody else has experienced, please leave it in the comment section, and it would help us out greatly. Other than that, we're going to place the order for these spider gears, probably some new rear brake pads, and possibly the track lock clutch pads also. So I'll be back with you once we get those parts in, and I will take you along the way to show you how we're going to install those. Thank you to all the YouTubers out there that's already made a bunch of these videos to the how-tos. It's been helpful, and we greatly appreciate it. Have a great day.